All right, welcome to this demo of UpTk. Today we are going to be working through all of the features within the tool and demonstrating to you how to start your first outreach campaign to start getting affiliates in the door for your brand, how to follow up effectively with those affiliates, provide them with a content brief and anything else you want to provide them once they've been approved, and then also set up AI autoresponders as well as build content briefs all within the UpTk platform. So let's dive into it. We'll start right here on the dashboard, which is just going to be kind of the high level overview of what's going on in your affiliate program at any given time. So you're able to filter by date and see all of the high level numbers that are pertinent for your affiliate program. This is a demo account here, so there's not much data to work with, but you can imagine how this would look filled out with your brand's numbers. So if we come in here to the automations tab and then the My Bots, this is where we'll be spending most of our time. So let's go ahead and create our first outreach bot. So we would give it a title of outreach. We would select target collab plus DM, DM, or target collab. Now, those are the three options for outreach type. And I'll give you a little bit of context on each one. Target collab is, of course, just sending out those standard target collabs. DMs are sending messages through the creator cooperation chat, aka the DMs, and then target collab plus DM is going to send a target collab to a creator and then send that target collab via the DMs to that same creator. Typically, target collab plus DM is the most effective solution, with a few caveats, particularly for UK brands who have limits on DMs, but not limits on target collabs. So for this case, we'll go ahead and use target collab plus DM. And then for the outreach audience, we'll select new affiliate. You can also use list uploads, so you can upload lists within UpTk, or you can target competing brands affiliates, which we'll get into in a moment. Now for this one, we'll just target outreach and to new affiliates. We'll select next. Now we'll select the filters that we want to target. So for this example, we'll select a couple GMV filters. We'll do average views per video of 500, and we'll select the category of, let's say we're a supplement brand, so we'll select the health category. So we see we have 9,000 creators to work with, and we'll select next. Next, we'll add our product, we'll add the commission, and we'll add the shop ads commission. On the next page, we'll actually craft the target collaboration. Now, the format that we recommend following is that of hook as the invite title, something that's going to grab the attention of the affiliate, and then in the invite message following a similar format where we're going to have a hook, body, and then a call to action. Now, the body of the message should just be, why should this affiliate promote your product over a different product? And then finally, the call to action should just be asking them to request a free sample today. Next, we'll put in our contact email address. We'll select offer free samples, and then content type. You can select shoppable video or shoppable live. For this, we'll do shoppable video. Then on the next page, you'll see that invite card will automatically populate. And the reason having the hook in the invite title is so important for invite plus DM campaigns is because when that creator gets that DM, that invite title will populate right there. So the next thing we'd like to add here is a follow-up. So if they don't respond, we'd like to check in. So if they don't respond within, let's say, 3 days, we'd like to send this check-in message. This can be anything from, hey, we saw you hadn't responded to our target collab. We'd love to know if you're still interested, to, hey, just checking in. Whatever you'd want to say at this specific time, you can say. Now, everything on this page is completely customizable and drag and drop. So for example, you can also add a message here. So if you wanted to add a message, you're totally able to do that as well, saying, just sent the above target collab, let's say. And then you can preview that message up here. So this target collab will send, then the message just sent the above target collab, and then this check-in will send a few days later if they don't respond. So then you can finish this, and all you'd have to do is start it, and it will be off to the races. Now, depending on what plan you have on UpTk will determine how many messages per day it'll send. And please keep in mind that we are still limited by the TikTok outreach limits. So whatever the TikTok outreach limits are for your specific account based on GMV, we do still have to comply with those limits. So now we've made an outreach campaign and we should have some affiliates coming in to promote the brand. At that point, the next thing we'd want to do is create a creator brief to guide the affiliates on what type of content to produce. So to do that, we'd come over to content and start in the social listening tool. Within the social listening tool, what we can do is we can research the type of videos that are converting for our competitors. So for example, let's take a brand like Comfort. And let's say we would like to compete with Comfort because we have a similar product. So let's say their hoodie is something that we want to promote something similar. So we'd come on here and we could save a few of their top videos, right? And we can see 20K, 30K, 50K, 12K. We can see a bunch of their top videos here. Now what we can do is we can come to the flywheels and we can hit create flywheel. A flywheel is just a way to create a brief within UpTk. So we can give it a title of hoodie brief, give it a short headline to appear at the top of the page. So check out some videos that have done very well, right? You can even mention GMV, generated, 10K in GMV, something along those lines. Now what we can do is we can simply select videos from social listening, and those videos that we just saved will populate here for us to add. Alternatively, we can also, of course, add videos from our own shop if we have viral videos, or we can add URLs manually still from other TikTok sources. Then we can also add hooks. So if you've noticed some hooks performing really, really well, we can add those here. We can add our logo and a banner color if we wish. For now, I'll just leave those blank. And we can also upload a PDF directly to UpTk as well. So let's go ahead and create this flywheel. And let's take a look at what this looks like. So we can see here it has that headline. Check out some videos that have done very well. They've generated 10K in GMV. We have those top hooks, and then we have the featured videos. Now we want to send this flywheel to all new affiliates who have been approved by the brand. To do that, we would come to the CRM. We would go to the groups function, and we would hit create group. So we could say shipped hoodie. So let's say we want to send this content brief, aka a flywheel, as soon as the sample ships out. We would add a condition here, and everything you see here is something that you can create an automation based off of. So for this case, we'd like to select sample request status, as that's going to be what determines when the sample ships. So we can select shipped right here, and we see there's 4 affiliates right now. So we can go ahead and create group, and now we can simply create a bot from this group. We can give it that same title of shipped hoodie. It'll automatically populate with DM, as that's how we'll communicate with the affiliate once they've accepted a target collab. And then we'll see CRM groups down here, which will be selected automatically, and it'll automatically link to that CRM group we just made. Now on the next page, we can actually craft the messaging to this group. So we can add a plain message, and then let's add a flywheel. And then we can select that flywheel we just made. And now, hey, your sample has shipped. Check out some top videos below. We can send something like this, which will then look like this, and this will now automatically send anytime we send out a sample, whether it's tomorrow or in a year from now. As long as this automation is active, as soon as you ship out a sample, this will send to that affiliate. And then all you have to do on a regular basis is update the flywheel with the most relevant content. So now we've created an outreach bot, and we're providing those new affiliates with a creator brief. And at this point, we may be starting to get some messages from affiliates, and it can take a long time to reply manually to all those messages. So what we can do is we can set up an AI autoresponder bot. So we'd select AI auto replies from the new bot. we could give it a title of AI. Then on the next page, we'll see a bunch of different response types. These messages will automatically send depending on the situation. So for example, the creator has sent a sample request. So if you get a message to your shop that says, I just applied for a sample, or something similar saying, hey, I just requested a sample. I just requested a sample from your shop, whatever it might be. If what they're saying is that they just requested a sample, you can set up an automatic response to them using AI. So the AI will detect that that's what their intention is, and then it will automatically populate with your return message. So a common problem is that when you send out target collabs, and you send out a lot of them, let's say you send out 1,000 and you get 50 sample requests from those 1,000, you're not going to approve all 50 of those samples. So you may get messages from creators saying, hey, why'd you approve my sample request after inviting me, right? And so now you can set up an automatic response to keep your brand image high. And you can say, hey, we appreciate your interest in our products. Unfortunately, we weren't able to approve your sample at this time. This could be due to various factors, including inventory or campaign focus. We encourage you to apply again in the future, right? So a nice response and a way to not burn bridges with creators. So all of these auto replies can be easily set up within UpTk. And once you set them all up, you can simply hit finish and then start. And now anytime something matches the criteria that you've set, these automatic replies will send. So some other features we can go through in terms of managing your affiliate program. On the My Affiliates page, you'll be able to see all of the affiliates that you're currently working with and actually see all of their videos. So we'll be able to pull this up here. We'll be able to see the videos he made, how much GMV he's generated, and as well as his status. Then we can also easily message him within UpTk. So we're able to click on the message icon and send him messages, as well as manage all of our other messages. So we can see here in our inbox, we've got a ton of messages from creators, which we can easily respond to, as you can see here. Makes it much, much easier to not flip back and forth between UpTk and the Affiliate Center. Another feature that goes along with that is the sample requests page, where you can now manage all of your sample requests directly within UpTk. So we can see here that in the to review section, this is a demo account, so we don't have any active samples to review. But if somebody requested a sample, it would populate here where you could easily approve or deny it. And you can even automatically approve or deny samples based on various conditions like GMV, average views per video, the affiliate performance score, anything else that is on the Affiliate Center. So, aside from approving or denying samples and managing messages, there's not much else that you'd have to do within the affiliate program, the affiliate platform, after using the UpTk app. Another feature we'd like to go through is the social listening tool. So what social listening allows you to do, and we saw how we could pull those videos for the flywheels, but another feature is being able to steal creators. So within the social listening, let's take Comfort as an example again. And let's say we're competing with Comfort. A great thing to do would just be to go after Comfort's creators as they're proven to convert for a similar product. So we'd go ahead and use the Steal Creators button, and we could say Comfort Creators. And then we could select a minimum GMV that we want them to have generated for Comfort. For example, $50. Then we could hit Steal and let it work its magic. Now it's going through and pulling every single creator who has made $50 for Comfort. So you can see we've got 557 creators here. Now, if we want to target those creators, we can simply go to Automations, click New Bot. We can say Comfort Poaching. We can set up a target collaboration, DM, or target collab plus DM campaign. And instead of new affiliates, we'll select List Upload Now. And then on the next page, we'll be able to select that list that was just made, add our product, and just like creating a target collab, we're now able to message all of those affiliates directly. So these are the type of features that keep you ahead of your competition on TikTok Shop. You're always trying to compete for the top affiliates, and this enables you to do so. So thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out. We are always available to support you.